I said, your old flagpole has leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it. He said, have a seat. And I sat down.
Ladies and gentlemen,
is this the first time you've been to our little town?
Mr. Cropper here.
I said, I think it is. He said, I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here. People around the world look up to our great nation. And our president. Now, you may know that hundreds of millions of dollars were slated to be shipped to Iran as payment for some sort of a deal that Obama made with them. And Trump stopped that payment. But he's also stopping further payments from European countries, various European countries. And he has told them that they will not pay Iran further money under threat of United States prosecution. Alright, that's a great man, Trump, right there. Now he says he grabs a bit of pussy, alright? Fine. She can't tell the difference between a randy rednecked patriot and an actual scumbag. I have proof of that right here. Pick your bigot. That's a choice that'll make the difference. Posted by none of the above. That's Amy Peikoff's channel thing. Trump loves America. She is a Muslim. I mean, how crazy do you have to be to think that that is any kind of a choice? Who would you rather have in office? Now, I'm not saying Trump's God Emperor. I'm not saying he's amazing. I am saying that he's better than we ever could have hoped he would be. Now, you say that's just one meme she put up there or shared or something. Okay, look what else she has. Picture Aristotle from the great painting. Picture of herself and James Valiant. And an N. Slightly racy. That's it. So she must take that meme kind of seriously, Amy. You take that meme pretty seriously? Alright, well, this guy here is pretty upset. Oh, I heard that Boris Johnson's to become Prime Minister of the UK. So there's a little bit of hope. A tiny glimmer of hope. Look at this guy. His name's Loving Life. He's got a Trump hat. What do you think of that? Let's listen to him for a minute. He's going to show us a picture of something that he's concerned about, or he wants us to get an idea with this picture.
This is the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia. It has a capacity of about 100,000 people when full, and you'll see how huge it is. It will give you a perspective of what 100,000 people looks like.
So he's got some sort of accent. He's not from America. Why is he wearing a Trump hat? Melbourne Cricket Grounds. If you've read the title.
Now, why did I show you that? Well, let me explain. Quite simple. Since 1994, there have been over 70,000 white people murdered by blacks in South Africa. Now, these are reported murders. It is estimated that the actual figure is closer to 100,000.
Now, this has gone on and on under Obama, right? What did Obama do about it? It went on since 1994. It's been getting worse and worse. It's been ramping up in recent years. What did Obama do about it in the name of racial whateverism? What did he do about it? You know, we both know, everybody knows.
We've had between 70 to 100,000 whites murdered by Africans in South Africa in the last 24 years. If that's not a case for a genocide, then I don't know what is.
All right. Now in here he talks about a bill. And the bill was passed by our government and signed by Trump. Pardon me, excuse me. It is to help prevent acts of genocide and other atrocity crimes which threaten national and international security. The Eli Wiesel Genocide and Atrocities Prevention Act of 2018. That's the kind of thing that Trump does that Obama never did. Okay? And shutting down the Iran deal, that's one thing. He pulled us out of the Iran deal. Everybody knows that. Did you know that he called the European states on the phone and said, if you guys pay any more money to Iran, we will prosecute you for giving money to whatever we classify them as, an enemy state or a terrorist state or whatever. But you're not allowed to pay monies to Iran. And we called them and we said, we pulled out of that deal, and if you continue to pay them monies, we will charge you criminally. So, those are the kinds of things Trump does that I like. Now, have you heard about what he does with the EPA? That he just quit suing? He just shut down their lawsuits? He doesn't have power to undo the laws, but he has power to stop all the lawsuits. So, coal mines and different sorts of enterprises throughout the country that were on hold for one reason or another, because of some federal nonsense, are able to go about their business and have been under Trump. He is trying really hard to roll back the federal power in education. Who knows how successful he'll be? That is totally ruled by the Democrats, so he may be unsuccessful there. This is the kind of stuff Trump does that is no nonsense, serious, real, good governance. Now I know he just signed a bill to fund the government, and it was a huge, bloated bill. I know. I'm not saying everything he does is great. I'm not saying that when he goes and talks about grabbing pussy that that's great. Sometimes he's funny when he says it's no longer fake news, it's now really fake news. And if you don't like this country, just leave. You could just leave, I mean, the whole thing about it is come to America and make a better life for yourself, but they're not trying to make America better, right? So they can screw the hell off. And anybody who's confused about that subject, about the fact that these people want to destroy America and make it a socialist shithole, like the countries that they came from and ran away from, not all of them, but that's what they want to do. And anybody who's confused about that, you're probably not a Trump voter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I might make this one of my occasional video types, sort of like what's Trump done good lately. And this is from 2018, but I just wanted to let you know there are bad, terrible people in the world. And Trump's just a rude guy. He's not terrible.